Not the answer. He says treatment centers can be. The problem, options are limited, and that problem can get worse when someone gets out of treatment. Local 12's Brad Underwood is in the newsroom with details on the help that is where there needs to be more. Brad?
A lot more, Cammie. Good evening. There are programs out there, just not enough. There are treatment facilities and recovery homes, again, just not enough. And that's the big challenge in helping those fighting addiction in our city. The Serenity House is one of a few recovery homes in the Cincinnati area. As part of a collaborative effort to help those addicted, it provides a safe place for people who want a substance-free lifestyle.
We need to stop focusing on the problem and start focusing on the solution.
But there is a big gap in the solution process. It starts with detox, then rehab, but then what? Some go back to the streets or back to family and risk slipping back into old habits. Other options are places like the Serenity House, the House of Freedom and Miracles, and the Prospect House.
And the recovery house option lasts about 6 months to a year and then helps with appropriate housing afterwards. Where do you want to be in the continuum? Not everybody is ready to go to a recovery house.
Ivan Fask has been in recovery for 34 years. He recalls his first year in recovery and coming to the conclusion that his path is to help others. Through the Recovery Collaborative, he continues to help people every day.
What we're lacking most of is detox beds because recovery houses, for the most part, aren't going to take people in detox. We don't do any clinical or professional services. All we do is recovery.
As a member of the State Recovery Board, there are rules, standards, and a map to put the right people in the right recovery programs.
As a person in recovery, I can only take somebody as far as they're willing to go. If they don't want a very structured program and you court order them to it, they're not going to do that. So you want to move people along the continuum as much as you can.
Now, the recovery homes inside that network, they're not the only ones around the city, but they are the only ones with state help, and they continue to push forward, hoping to open more of those homes in the area. Cammie?
All right, Brad Underwood, thank you. And if you or someone you know wants to get help to get off heroin, here's the number to call. It's 281-7880, and that is the Addiction Services Hotline, and it's answered around the clock. You can also head over to local12.com for a list of resources, and you'll find them in the Hooked on Heroin section, which is under the News tab.